one
I think I'm
whole
gonna
day.
take pictures. I got it. I got this on my own. Okay, but it's gonna be slippery down here.
And you are here. I've got the Hutch's pool all the way up here.
I know it's not that I know where that is.
Take
Here we
one
go.
at a time. Wait for Ollie to clear. And then you can come.
Hi, baby. Look how excited she is.
I know she wants to go.
Hey, buddy. Amy wasn't tempted, huh, Dave?
She was tempted, but she's super busy.
Oh, you know what, David? Creek bottom right here at dead ends. That would be really fun to go down here and then bushwhack, because there's all those yellow cottonwood trees, and just bushwhack up the stream for a mile or two. I bet you'd find some real nice pools in there.
When I first got to Arizona, I went for a hike. And I ran out of time because I didn't realize how fast the sun goes down. So I decided to bushwhack, take a shortcut. And I learned two things on that hike.
Don't bushwhack.
The first thing was never leave the trail. You know what the second thing was?
What?
Never ever leave the trail. Because my legs got sliced to bits.
Oh, on shin daggers.
And I was bleeding profusely at dusk, and then I got worried about mountain lions. So I was rehearsing scaring away the mountain lions by shouting and waving sticks above my head.
Really?
Yeah. Grrrr. Practicing, right? Immediate action drills. Because when you get attacked by a mountain lion, it's too late to figure out what you're going to do. So you have to practice.
Have you ever seen on a video how vicious those things are?
No.
Oh man, there was a YouTube video of this guy that was being stalked by a mountain lion and had a baby.
Right.
And, this thing is vicious, man. I mean, they are like 3 times as vicious as a mean house cat, and they weigh 80, 90, 110 pounds.
Well, that's what I was confused about. People were talking about mountain lions, and I was thinking of bobcats. So I'm thinking, they're not that scary. They're just like a big house cat.
Hey, Doug. Hurry up, man.
So I thought they were just big, like big house cats, but I saw on the news about cyclists being eaten by mountain lions in California.
Oh, trail riders.
And then I realized that mountain lions and bobcats are not the same thing.
Nope.
So, because I walked, I think it was like Green Mountain Trail and up a different trail. They were 90 degrees to each other. And the sun was going down, so I decided just to, as I say, bushwhack over the top of the hill. My legs were bleeding from all the sharps. So I was worried about mountain lions, so I was practicing scaring them away by waving big sticks above my head and shouting, "Rah!" And then I heard all this laughter from the top of the ridge.
Do you want to use one of these?
No, I'm good.
Okay, if you decide you need one,
All right.
I'll share with you.
Oh, I'll be fine. There's always laughter from the top of the ridge.
They're not going to bother you, David.
And it was people people were laughing at me because I was doing my mountain lion scaring.
Yeah, they're not going to mess with you. There's, for every one that you would even see, 20 of them probably see you.
The stories in California, though, of there was a couple of hikers, I think women.
Yep.
One of the women got attacked by a mountain lion. It had a hold of her head. It had her head in its mouth.
Yes.
And the other lady was pulling on the lady's feet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop this mountain lion dragging this lady away.
Did she live?
No, I think she died.
Really?
I believe so.
Well, we're hiking into God's country today, Dave.
In God's country?
Yeah, it's God's country. It's so beautiful back here. Here comes Doug. Are we there yet? Almost.
Stop whinging. Well,
Hey David, have you ever drank that Fireball? It's cinnamon.
yeah, I love it.
Okay, I brought some with.
Did you really?
Yep.
I have some at home.
But once we jump in the cold water, or if you just want one, or 2 of them,
I don't need an excuse. You got the little ones, have you? The miniatures?
Yeah, the little teeny ones.
The teeny, teeny, tiny ones. Well, that's fun. Where's the rest of the posse?
They went up ahead.
No, they're moving fast,
Oh, probably, but that's okay. We'll catch them.
like mountain goats.
So this, when we get to the trailhead up here, if you go left, you go to Hutch's. If you go right, you go back down the phone line trail.
Oh yeah,
See the phone line trail right over here, David?
yeah. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Have you done that before?
Oh yeah.
I haven't done it in years.
I haven't done it in quite a long time. I used to hike a fair bit when I first got here, but not so much recently.
Same here, but I'm really glad we're getting out doing this.
Yeah, me too. Oh, that's great.
If you wanted to do it again, my buddy Steve, the last day of the year, December 31st, he gets a group going just like we're doing at 9 a.m. And he'll have 20 people going.
Uh-huh.
And it's a really nice group of people.
On Christmas, on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
That sounds nice.
If you thought you want to do it, I'll get you his phone number. And I'll put you on the email and all that.
What are you doing? You're not going to be here?
We got to go to a wedding.
Oh.
My nephew's getting married January.
Rolling. Action.
So there's this guy, he moves to a little town back in the hills, North Carolina, takes over his grandpa's cabin. He goes to the general store and he buys a wash tub and a gallon of paint and a goose and 2 chickens. He's walking back and this little old lady says, where are you going to? So I bought the baker's house. My dad was Mr. Baker's. Oh, I know where that is. I'll take you there. So they start down the road and this lady says, you know, there's a shortcut, but it's really overgrown and dark. And I'm afraid if I take you that way, you'll take advantage of me. Oh. He says, ma'am, how in the world could I possibly take advantage of you with all this stuff I'm carrying? She says, I'll tell you what, you take the wash tub, the paint, and the goose, and I'll carry the ducks. The chickens, whichever it was. That's the whole joke.
I like that
Take the
joke.
wash tub and the paint and the goose, and I'll carry the ducks.
Oh, he was going to take advantage of her and make her carry the heavy stuff, huh?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, she kind of wants it.
She was going to help him take
She was,
advantage.
she was asking for it.
It's terrible when you have. Please, can we delete that?
Yeah,
Please?
yeah. But we'll draw pictures for you later, all right?
You're the one that told me about the 2 drunks that had been in the bar a really long time, and they came out and it was kind of light out, and the guy was walking down the sidewalk and they said, excuse me sir, but could you tell us whether it's morning or night? And he said, I don't know, I'm not from around here.
No, actually, they were looking at. I said, can you tell us if that's the sun or the moon? He says, I don't know, I'm not from around here. They were all drunk.
I was
And you had
close.
to explain themselves.
Joke
I
fest.
didn't get any of those. You might want to do that. So is that 4K? Is that one a GoPro?
Yeah,
Is that a GoPro?
yeah.
No more jokes.
Cool.
It's a GoPro.
And it's 4K.
It was
It's
a
a 4K
delivery.
one, yeah. Yeah. It's for my YouTube channel. I'm trying to
What's the pixel ratio? Is that 720 or what?
I don't know. Good enough. It's good enough, Doug. Wherever it is, makes a nice picture. It fills the screen.
When I was in therapy a couple months ago, they'd come into my room to get me to go to therapy, and I'd say, "Is it time for the therapy?"
You're naughty, aren't you? No, naughty.
Dave, does that also take stills?
Yeah, it does. But I like the video because you get to hear people.
Yeah, it's just that often, like if you wanted a still, the stills look better not by freezing a video, but
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I like that. I might get one.
Yeah, well, I'll have to put you in touch with my YouTube channel,
Oh, sure.
and you can watch some of the videos, and you can like them. And when I get to
Yeah, sure. I'll like them. I'll subscribe and stuff.
subscribe and stuff, and then when I get to
50,000.
50,000, they'll start monetizing it for me.
Getting money.
I will. So far, I think I'm at 48 views
48, man. You
on-
don't have long to go.
on one of
You're
my
almost there at 50,000.
on one of my videos. So slowly, it's my retirement plan.
You just have to work Beyonce and Mariah Carey into your videos, Dave, and then you'll get to 50,000.
God, there are a lot of millionaires that were made on YouTube. A lot of times there are little kids giving opinions of common choice.
Yeah. I was hearing the other day that one of the biggest monetizers is gaming.
On YouTube or just
Well, you film yourself gaming, or you screen capture your game, and those games, because you give away tips and things, those videos get a lot of hits.
Yeah, not so much gaming, but I like chess, and
Oh,
I watch a lot of the chess games that people present.
oh wow, that's
I
funny.
also do chess strategy.
I just bought a chess set for my wife's Christmas.
What's that?
I just bought a chess set for my wife's Christmas.
Oh, cool. Are you a chess player?
I used to be. She's a card player and she beats my ass all the time because I can't count very well. So
Yeah, you better play chess then.
I want to put her into chess.
You can get your honor back.
So now I can't let her see this video until at least Saturday, because she'll know what I got for Christmas.
So, what do you use for editing?
I use a free piece of software that's super cool. It's called Shotcut.
Shotcut.
Yeah, and it's great. It's really, it's full featured, and it's pretty straightforward, and it's free.
Nice.
So yeah, free's good, right?
It is good. More less than I pay.
Did you see the Queen's Gambit movie, Dave?
I did.
Was that the coolest movie?
That's what I used to try to pique my wife's interest in chess, and we'll see what happens.
Have you seen it, Doug?
Yes, I have. I loved it.
Me too, man. That woman was a really good actress.
Yeah, I wanted to have sex with her.
It's a true story, I believe, right?
Is it really?
No,
Yeah, isn't it a true story?
no.
I thought it was a true story.
I don't think there's ever been a woman grandmaster, unless it was well, I mean, there's a lot of women grandmasters, but a woman world champ.
Oh, well, thanks for bursting that
There are
bubble.
some pretty good chess players, though.
Thanks for bursting that bubble, Doug.
As a matter of fact,
I'm glad you came along.
one beat a grandmaster, and she took a little break, and then she came back and won the game. And the rumor was speculated that she actually confronted with an engine, a chess engine, to like see what her next move would be. But I don't know. It could have just been misogynist that a woman would beat a guy.
Right. More likely, I would have thought. GoPro, stop capture.
Yeah, they probably didn't have video back then.
We didn't even have cameras back then. So I was in the military for a long time, and I just got posted from Germany back to England to a little base called Swanton Morley.
In the RAF, right?
I was in the yes, exactly. I was in the RAF for 27 years, 2 days, 4 hours. And got posted back from Germany to Swanton Morley in Norfolk, which is like 35 miles from the coast. So I decided, I had my push bike and my bicycle. I decided to go to see the beach, go to the beach, check it out. So I cycled the 35 miles. Well, I didn't have a map or anything, or no GPS, or no compass, so I went out cycling. Like 45 minutes, I found myself back at the camp gate again. I'm like, oh man. So I tried again. This time I didn't take any left turns, just kept going straight. Just followed the sun, kept the sun to my right, and got to the beach anyway. Chained up the bike. It wasn't even just a beach, it wasn't even a town. Near Cromer, I guess. Anyway, I'll keep the story short. We've only got one day to hike. I chained the bicycle to the fence, and I went down to the beach. I had a little backpack like this, a day pack, with just like one kind of Coke, and I went down to the beach. It was just wide open expanse. Not many people there because it wasn't really near any towns or anything. I just put my backpack down, was walking around, and then I saw the sign said, you know, advice, the rest of this beach is for naturalists. So I was walking around, everybody's, you know, stark naked, and I'm walking around with my Speedos on going, hi, good morning, and people look at you like just, you know, dirty, you know, if you walk around you got Speedos on and they're all naked. They don't like it. So I took my Speedos off. I kind of was brave, took my Speedos off, and I didn't want to carry them because people would know that.
Thong underneath the Speedo?
No, I didn't have a banana hammock or anything. I didn't have a budgie swing. I didn't want to carry my Speedos in my hand because it looks pretty obvious that you're not really a nudist, you're just pretending to be a nudist, right? So you can look at the people. So I tied the Speedos with the little drawstring to my ankle. I'm walking around in the shallow waters, and of course, as I'm walking around, my feet are going, you know, slap, slap, and then my Speedos are swinging around my ankle and going slop on the sand. So everybody's like getting up and looking at me, see what that strange noise is. And I'm going, good morning, hi, hello. Anyway, what I didn't realize was that the ocean floor there is so shallow, it's basically a mud flat, that the tide comes in like 6 miles an hour. It literally, you know, you can't walk quicker than it, because but it's not deep, you know. So anyway, I went, oh, sugar, my backpack.
Oh, your pack is on the ground?
Is on the ground with my billfold in it, the keys for the bike, all my clothes, my towel. I'm only here in a pair of Speedos. So I quickly pulled my sandy Speedos back on. I was like, oh, sugar. Ran back down the beach. Of course, the tide had come in exactly over the top of where my backpack would have been. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm now stuck on the north coast of Norfolk with no bike, no keys, no money, no clothes. Sun setting. I did have my Speedos.
Was your bike underwater?
My bike was okay, but it was chained up.
Oh, you didn't have the key?
Didn't have the key to undo the lock. So I was kind of like semi-laughing at myself, my stupidity.
The tide took out your pack?
So I thought the tide took out my pack. And I was walking back to my bike, and I'm thinking, well, what the hell am I going to do? Nobody's going to give a guy in a pair of wet Speedos a lift home 34 miles. Right? I can't really walk in bare feet
Maybe a gay guy might.
34 miles. And then I saw some kids playing, we call it rounders, you call it baseball. I saw some kids playing rounders, and they were using my backpack as a post, as a base.
They had snagged it?
They'd snagged it.
Oh, shit.
And they were using it as a base. And I was like, oh, gosh, you guys, that's great. And I took my backpack, and they were like, oh, mister, we're using that for a base. So I left them my only can of Coca-Cola to use as a little base.
Ah.
And
You had your keys though.
I had my keys, and I cycled home, and I decided to have a pint in every pub on the way home.
Well, yeah, why not?
I thought, I'll have a pint in every country pub.
Make up for that, like,
Almost disaster.
almost disaster.
So I stopped and was having a pint in every pub that I passed, which in the UK is they're quite often. So after a few pints, I was like, oh my gosh, I better stop drinking because I'm getting drunk when I'm weaving around all over the road. and it's getting dark, so I better just have half pints from now on. So, and eventually I got back
A pint's a lot of beer.
to the base. 20 ounces,
Yeah.
an imperial pint, but the beer in the UK is not as...
Are you taping all this?
Oh yeah, that's my story. So,
David,
yes sir.
did you see a lot of men and women naked?
Well yes, that's what
Were
you...
there attractive ones, or were they?
Well, you see, that's the thing. That's what you always think they're going to be attractive. Most people that go naked are not that attractive.
He's right there. I'll give him that.
Have you seen beaches like that, Doug?
Yeah, I was doing an environmental impact study around Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant. They had a beach there. But the thing is, it was right next to a college campus. So that makes a difference.
Oh, good. How long did your environmental impact study take to complete?
I was there 3 years.
Yeah.
Working for cow fishing department of DAmy.
It took a week, but you were there for 3 years, right?
Actually, no, because we had to get seasonal changes. It was like we were doing a baseline study of the intertidal and subtidal organisms prior to when they turned on the nuclear power plant.
Oh yeah.
And then we would do another study after that just to see if there was fundamental changes in the ecosystem
Right.
enough to like merit changes in the way the effluent goes on the
Two
power
poles.
plant. That's true. And that guy intentionally did that, and I can see why, because he doesn't need them on this level ground. So he
Interesting.
picked it up on the way back.
Interesting.
You know, I find, David,
Nearly poked my eye out.
maybe you're a little different, but I find I used to like film entire trips and stuff, but it just got boring, you know, even to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, on that note, GoPro stop capture.
Dad, you on video?
Where is he?
Do you? I don't now. He's behind the rock. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Give us a countdown.
He can't hear you. There's a big loud waterfall right
He's very pink.
there. Pinky.
You know, when it's like in the summertime when you come here and it's so hot, this is so
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
That's freaking high, man.
there's a fine line between getting in the water when it's too cold and walking out when it's too hot.
There he goes.
That's fucking... Excuse my French. That was a splash and a half.
Yeah, well,
Looks
got
like he's
that on
alive.
video.
You took all the water out of the pond.
He's alive.
Tsunami wave going this way, huh?
That's a little bit brave. That's too brave for me.
Yeah, no thanks.
I don't do stuff like that.
Me neither. I like to watch other fools do it. Right?
GoPro stop capture. That's Crazy Pat, my friend. Crazy Pat. Oh my gosh.
These are those bramble things that you can't get out.
Look, that's a mess.
Oh, you're not filming me right now, are you?
Yeah.
No, don't film me, buddy.
Do I film you?
No, come on.
Oh. Great.
Is that a nice touch?
They're great. I love it. He's like an incredible man in his incredible flying machine. Crazy Irish. Crazy Irish. That's what we're going to start calling you. Hutch's pool in the Catalinas. We're going to get too dizzy and fall off here. That's crazy. That's just crazy. You might what?
You might have to give me a boost.
Come and give you a boost?
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta come grab your ass? Seriously?
No.
I don't want preparation H all over my clothes. Jeez, I'm sorry. Fuck's sake. You're not as young as you used to be.
Usually there's somebody up here that'll give me a hand.
Oh, really? I'm still not sure you should do this. I really...
I've done it 20 times, I'm serious, it's nothing.
I don't think you should do it, Pat.
It's not, now you know I'm doing it.
It's freaking wild. It's like... Oh my gosh, I don't even want to look. I'm not boosting you because I don't want to be responsible.
You're not responsible.
It's crazy.
I think I just need to get a running start at it.
This is entertaining though. It's going to go viral. The longest water jump in history. Oh shit. No, I'm falling over. Making me dizzy just looking at you, crying out loud. To be continued. To be continued. Okay.
Don't make me laugh.
Stop it.
What's he doing back there?
Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm not sure I can even look.
Are you going to jump in, Brian, from up here?
No.
Let me think about it.
Well, it's a little slippery here.
Careful, Pat.
Hey, Brian, isn't this a nice touch, though, the goggles?
Perfect.
Those incredible men. I can't even look. Seriously, can't look.
You can't look?
I can't look. It's scary, man. I mean, look at him. I can't watch him.
The swimmers take your mark.
You on video, Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna video right now. I think I got him going
Is
again.
he alright?
He's coming up. You okay?
Stick your finger up if you're okay. On the way back, Pat's in his swimming shorts.
To match your socks.
Yeah. This is the very top of Sabino Canyon, I believe, although I guess we must go through this gap because that's not the way to Tucson down there. So we must go through this gap here. Anyway, if I just follow these two fine gentlemen, I'm sure it'll all end well.
We're figuring that we're going to catch the 3 o'clock tram.